Kenneth, make with the last time. Go.
Last time we went to Volcano and went up to the cliff and opened salami, and we went in and there was a giant lead box with a small familiar face inside.
Just the face. The body was gone. I tease. That's not what happened.
We retrieved one young, and
she is a treasure, yes.
Yes. And as we were leaving and camping, a paladin, I think, of Helm, a quote-unquote paladin of Helm, came sauntering up totally normal and needed our help, and was very fishy and needed our help, and we totally knew something was wrong and needed our help, and then initiative.
And he totally wasn't a paladin of Helm. No.
No. Totally not a paladin of Helm.
It's this weird-looking thing that looks like it's made out of a cross between iron and tree sap. An iron tree sap centaur with a spear or something.
Well, ain't that a lovely creature?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like almost Mass Effect-y.
Kinda, sorta?
Many other things have happened that Bjorn was not privy to, so we'll get into that shenanigans later. For now, there is a combat happening.
There is.
And I rolled for initiative for the NPCs, and they have the same initiative. They also have the same dexterity, so
the siblings just go at the same time.
The siblings did rollies. Above Sam, where shenanigans happened. I hit it because for some reason I actually did do rollies for them, and they rolled the same thing. I get it.
Teamwork.
So did you ultimately just decide to let Yang go first so she could do something cool for her first day back?
I ultimately figured it would make sense for Yang to try to do something first, and she would want to be cool and whatnot. She does not have her weapons, really, but she's a monk, so it doesn't matter. She's the weapon.
Punchy, punchy, punchy.
Punchy, punchy kick. Probably.
Motherfucker.
Oh, it's Yang Yi. She's gonna do the punchy hands and the kicking with feet.
Yang is gonna come over there, and yes, she will make with an attack roll. Hooray! Since it's been 1,000,000 years.
Nat 20.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing. Yes, it would. It'd be great. It's gonna be with her, what would be her gauntlets, but she technically doesn't have them yet because you didn't give them to her yet. So, rawr!
Do you even have them?
You guys got like a pair from the trials.
Does she have extra attack as a monk type situation?
She should, based off of her levels.
Yes, she does. Okay, so she's got 4 attacks. Flurry of Blows doing for 2 more. Or 3 more. Because extra attack and then Flurry of Blows. Roar! And then Flurry. Roar! 19. 13. AC on this thing. Okay. So she, wait, Flurry is 3. Double checking.
Someone's got some stress to vent.
Like, I've been locked up for so long.
No, okay, it's 2. It's 2. She don't have 3. Never mind. So she's got...
I forgot what color looks like. I'm going to bleed from my knuckles so I can see them again.
8, 4, 9. 9. Yes.
Very mighty.
Yeah.
So that is a total of 21. Do these things have any weird resistance shenanigans? Double checking. No. They have conditioned immunities. and a vulnerability, but not a immunity. So that is a 13, 21. Yes, I said that already. Duh. And 21 damage. Rawr. And now I need an oak who, seeing as how this guy was charging up for something that looked really bad, Oak is going to sort of step away a little and do warding bond on Rock thing.
So that means if I take damage, he takes some of it in my stead, if I'm remembering correctly?
You have resistance to damage, and he takes half the damage you take.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to proc that particular spell for you so that we can see that. Warding bond, boop. And then, by the way, there's someone else that had an initiative 10. There's 2 of them.
Oh!
And it'll definitely cover all of you. So it's gonna be like right here.
Yarg.
It's gonna hit his buddy, but that's fine. What is the damage type on this thing? Double checking.
Darkness.
No, it's not darkness. So
Mayonnaise.
it is. He is going to.
Is mayonnaise an element?
It is slightly yellow.
Oh, good.
He is going to cast out his hand from behind that tree where he was standing, and he is going to obscure and cover everyone in a extremely dense yellow-green fog. And it will matter when it becomes your turns, which it does. So, Baron, if you would, since you're starting your turn in this mess, make for me a Constitution save.
No.
You did not. Okay. So, it is going to be... This is poison damage. And, boom. 5d8 poison damage. Take 23. And now your turn begins as normal.
Fun.
And the area is heavily obscured, I will point out.
Okay. So, can I attempt to move outside of the ick?
Yeah.
I would like to move outside of the ick.
There you go. Yep.
And then I will do Spirit Shroud, but at 5th level.
Okie dokie. Wow, that's a high level cast. Okie dokie.
So I have little dudes flying around me.
Yep. Since it is heavily obscured, the number 1 of the 2 is going to finish what he started, and that inky black crazy hand thing that he was doing. Oh yay. This is incredibly powerful. I didn't realize how powerful this was. This is why they can only do it once in their high level things. So, hey Locke, make for me a Constitution save.
Oh, good. This is just what I need. 19.
Oh, nice. So you take half damage. You guys wanted me to be more scary, right?
He uses a point of luck to re-roll and gain advantage.
This is only half damage, so we're going to split it in half. But anyone ever heard of a wonderful spell called Finger of Death? 66 is 33.
Are you alive?
Is that also further decreased because of oak?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So 33 becomes
16.
16. Yes. So Oak is going to take 16.
Whew. If I had taken that full damage, I would have 1 hit point left.
Oh, fun.
But you would, at max, would have only taken half of that.
Yeah, but like if I hadn't had any defenses whatsoever.
Thank you, Oak.
My max HP is 68.
Alright. And its turn is starting in this ick that its buddy made. So it is going to roll to resist its buddy's own thing. And then get the heck out of there. Going in the direction of its... Well, actually, I can't really see because it's dark. 14 is not enough. It's going to take the damage from the other thing. That is 21. If I hit the right... Oh, hey, easy math. And then it is going to get the heck out of there and go this way. Which direction is going on? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's gonna go this way. To try to get out. Like here. So that it's now not in there. Lock. Roll me a Constitution save.
Again, okay. 16
Because you're starting your turn inside of the ick. So it's a 16. That is precisely what you needed, so you're taking half damage, and then half again because of Oak. So 24 becomes 12, becomes 6. And now it's your turn.
All right. Well, let's see here. Okay. Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out of the gunk. And then I am going to cast Locke's Planar Island.
Yep. Does Bjorn know of the spell?
Yes, he has seen it in motion.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I came up with that before we came to the archipelago. So, just as a reminder of how this sucker works, I force another plane to encroach on the world around me in a 120-foot sphere centered on me. For the duration, the area of effect becomes difficult terrain for all creatures I deem as enemies, and they suffer disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Whenever an enemy begins their turn within the affected area, they must succeed on a strength or constitution, their choice saving throw, taking 3d8 points of poison damage on a failed save, and half as much on a successful one. If the effect ends because I lose concentration from damage, I suffer 3d8 psychic damage as the encroaching space violently collapses in on itself, and the shock of the sudden collapse puts great strain on my mind.
So it's literally everywhere because huge radius of huge.
Indeed.
I never will make a map that's big enough for it not to hit the whole thing.
So yeah, outward comes the expanding cloud of fog, the orange motes of orange light, big-ass willow trees, warm smell, not all that happy gunk. And after doing that, Locke will just shout, "Ow!" and end my turn.
Alrighty.
Bitch!
So, it is now Young's turn. Young is going to make a Constitution save to hopefully not take too much ick. At 15 is not quite enough.
Boo!
So 19 damage to Young. That should be easy math for my brain because that's 9. But my brain is not wanting to math because I'm aggravated by being on my phone. Okay. Oh, hey. Young's HP is close to her brother's HP currently. And she just took it in one turn. And now she's going to get out of the gunk. Oh, look, there's a dude down here. Pop, pop. Because she couldn't see through all the gunk and crap until she got there. Roar! 13 is a miss. Roar! 26 is a hit. Throw your blows. Roar! 10 misses. 10 misses. She hit one time. 7. Then Oak. Con save to get out of Ick. Is enough, so he takes only half. So 12. And
And Locke also takes 6.
no, that's not how that works. Doesn't go the other way.
Okay.
But Oak is gonna run to get out of that and get up here. So Oak, seeing all this crazy fog and ick and stupid,
Rude.
and not wanting to deal with all of that, do you have? Yes, you do. Bob, and
And it disperses over the entire field, and there's no running from it.
no, it's going to disperse it and break it apart.
Oh, okay, good.
So wind wall with some persuasion like that, and then circle go poof. And then this one, who is the one that did the circle of poof, he will see.
Is it close enough to be affected by my island?
He is, yes, I would imagine, because what is it, 100 radius?
Range is 120 feet. It says 120-foot sphere centered on me, so...
Yes. Then yes, definitely, because he's not even 120 feet from you. He's only 70 feet from you.
Is it a 120-foot radius sphere or a 120-foot sphere?
Sphere.
I don't think I ever specified.
It's fine. So what is your planar islands is a strength or a con, I believe.
Yeah, strength or con, their choice. Spell save DC is 16.
Strength con, because that's slightly better. Ew.
That is a 12. That's poison damage. Do these things not take as much damage from poison?
I mean, they're gonna take normal damage from poison, so.
So yeah, get 13, idiot.
Okay. Then it is his turn. What do you have? So he has to step forward through all of your ick a bit, but that's fine.
It's not. He's getting closer to me, and that's not okay.
Yes, I know. Okay. So, Locke. Do me a favor. Make for me a Constitution save.
11.
No. You will find yourself subjected to an intense pain. And you are, for all intents and purposes, you're hit with a crippling pain that will cause... you can still do things as normal, for the most part, as far as moving. But attacks are at disadvantage, and you have to make a Constitution save to cast a spell.
Hey.
It is specifically Power Word Pain. Doesn't deal damage.
That doesn't mess with concentration.
No, it does not, because it doesn't deal damage. But it's going to make it harder for you to do anything else.
Hey.
Because it is specific. It's because it's not concentration. to just cast the spell. It's a Constitution save, so your Warcaster thing wouldn't apply. But anyway,
Wait,
so
they would still Constitution. They get advantage on Constitution saves.
Yeah.
Warcaster is advantage on Constitution save for concentration, isn't it?
Yes.
Or is it advantage on
You have advantage on Constitution saves that you make to maintain concentration on a spell when you take damage.
Yeah, which is different
okay.
from a Constitution save made to effectively cast a spell when under the effect of this. Byron, it is your turn, and since you have high passive perception of yes, and are currently not in the ick and too distracted from it to notice, because Oak was that way, and he's the only other one with high perception. You will hear vaguely from, like, I guess it's sort of west-ish, from, like, the mountain is behind you to your north, but sort of from the trees more towards the west, you are hearing lots of crashing and loud sounds, and as if something very big is coming toward you.
Huh.
And in the heat of battle, no one else has noticed it yet.
And it's coming from the north?
Sort
West.
of more west.
West of said battlefield.
Yeah, pretty much. West of battlefield. Because north of battlefield is mountain. So.
I scrolled up and reminded myself of that.
Uh-huh.
So I noticed something big and approaching
See
fast.
it, you hear it, but yes.
Right, I hear it approaching fast.
Yep.
So I guess I will shout out to Oak and Locke. Be careful, something's approaching from your end, from the west.
Oh, great. What else could we have? Says Oak.
And then I suppose I'll try and shoot at this guy.
What are you shooting with? Earthbow?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, chapoof.
There.
19.
That'll definitely hit. Roll your damage.
It's probably going to say sneak because I did not uncheck it before clicking the thing. No, it doesn't say. So, yes.
So your spirit shroud is set to radiant?
I believe that's how that works.
Cool.
Spirit shroud. They are good or evil, which I would do good. And the damage is radiant if good or... Yeah. So, radiant, yes.
Cool. So you shoot off with your arrow, and you will see as Byron sort of notches this arrow and blasts it forth, the spiritual things that are around him because of Spirit Shroud wrapping around it, making it very bright because radiant damage, and it will strike into this creature. He does not like radiant.
We hear a very distinct...
It's super effective, yes. So...
How many Pokemon references are we gonna make in this episode?
A lot.
A lot, because this thing is half Pokemon. So... Following through with that, it is now its turn. I believe you're one. Yes. So... Yeah. This is sort of, this was around your campsite, so there's enough light for various people that don't have dark vision to be able to see and there's subtle shadows cast off from everybody that would have a shadow. And the one that's next to Yong here is just going to disappear into Yong's shadow and reappear from Byron's high, smacking you with its spear.
That.
Yes, it does that. So, let's see. This is a 15.
No.
15 misses. Okay, so that's where it is. It now doesn't like you and is attacking you instead of Yong. And now it's Locke's turn.
Okay. Well. 1 second, chewing.
Yeah, you're just in the middle of the battlefield, just eating like a ration. Like, yeah, keep up the good work, guys. I'm still hungry.
While you're in the middle of crippling pain, you're just randomly hungry.
All right, well,
Comfort food.
I am indeed in crippling pain, and I have lost hit points. I would like to expend one of my warlock spell slots and cast Enervation on the nearest of these worthless creatures.
Yep, there's one that randomly came closer to you because it jumped to Byron. So
I have to make a Constitution save first, right?
Yes, you have to make a Constitution save to cast a spell.
12.
Nope.
Do I still lose a spell slot or no?
Double check. I'm supposed to... spell go poof.
That doesn't tell me if I keep a slot.
The spell slot go poof is what I meant to say. Spell wasted.
Locke will very much be decidedly unhappy about this development.
Uh-huh.
And he will hurl obscenities in every language he knows at these things. Common, Elvish, Deep Speech, and Sylvan.
Oh, cool. It knows all of those too.
Yeah, just cycling through them at random like that stowaway on the Ebon Hawk and Kodor.
Cool. So now it's his Young's turn. Seeing as how the one that she was fighting decided it wanted to blink away, also, now everyone, not just the ones with the high passive perception, are going to be more aware that there's something big coming in your direction from the west. Young is just going to go and run over here because she's not seen as an enemy, so she's going to run over here and she's going to smack this one instead. Because she assumes that Locke and his friends up top can sort of handle themselves up there. And so she's going to smack at this other one. She doesn't have a whole lot going for her because all she does is monk things. She does like a flying kick though when she runs over there because that's fun.
Don't underestimate the power of dope monk shit.
Yeah,
pretty much.
like stunning strikes.
Oh, that's true.
Take someone out for a turn.
Yeah, she will do that because stunning strike is a thing. So, spin a key point on flurry, spin a key point on stunning strike to make sure that, yeah. So boop, 7, 9, that's 16, 20. She does 20 to the other one, and she is going to do stunning strike on the other one, potentially more than once because she did more than one hit.
You just need, as long as one hits, you can use stunning strike.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, because I was AFK and maybe kind of forgot, did the things do their saving throws for my island or nah?
The first one did, the second one didn't because I forgot. Let me get that in just a second. So, con save for stunning strike. And Young's DC is, what is it, 8 plus 4 plus Yeah, it makes it so it's not stunned. And then con save for the one that missed its turn. It takes half damage. Roll your damage on your island.
Total of 6.
Okie dokie. So that is. Okay.
I already divided it, so.
Yeah, no, I saw that. So Yong went over. Yong smacked it a few times. It is now to Oak. Oak will see, though it is slightly obscured because of his current wind wall. He will see the big flash that happened from the radiant damage on the one that's near Byron right now. So he is going to do a guiding bolt because that deals radiant damage and could potentially be very powerful to these things. That guy's at like level 3 because why the heck not? Because that's a lot of damage. It is 66. If it hits. And 16 will hit, I believe. Yep. So 6, just 6. Double because shenanigans, or because weak. Super effective thing. And then the next attack has advantage on that one down there, or that one near Byron. And then the one that did the crippling pain thing on Locke. Oh, Locke, roll me a Constitution save.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I forgot.
What's this one for? 4.
This one's to see if. Okay, it was. You actually get a Constitution save at the end of all of your turns to see if you can get rid of crippling pain.
Ah.
But that's fine. You only had one turn after it was done anyway, so we're good. So it is now to this guy, and he is going to, yeah, he's going to come over here and smack. Well, Young's right there at him, so he's just going to multi-attack strike on Young because Young's been striking him. And that is a bite and 2 claws.
She goes before him so she won't flinch.
Ha ha ha. Yes. So this is a plus. Yeah. That a miss. 15. 21. 1 hits. I think Young's AC is like 16. No, it's 15. Okay, so they all hit. Yay! I mean, not yay. Yeah. Gonna do them all together because that's easier. That also looks more terrifying. And
Do they take damage at the start of their turn from the swamp?
yes, I'll roll for their thing for the swamp. It's funny, they take half damage. Roll your swamp. Their lock.
Full damage or half?
It will be half.
8.
Okay. Oh hey, easy math. Yay. Okay, Byron, your turn.
Right. So now I do get to roll at advantage. I'm gonna
Oh yeah,
shoot.
because it's 5 feet in front of you. Mhm.
So 25 to hit.
Yeah.
28. The radiant portion is... What is that? 17?
Yeah. So 11, and then 17 times. Yeah. You gonna move? Or you gonna stay where you are?
I don't know.
I mean, if you want to run, you can do that.
Is he not going to be able to smack me as I move?
You have a bonus action, sir.
Oh, right. See, I'm not used to playing these classes.
Uh-huh.
So wind wall is an impassable barrier
Yes.
to everyone or just to enemies?
I believe it is... Let me double check here. Wind wall. Smaller flying creatures, blah, 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 blah. Creatures can pass through it. I don't see anything about, one way or the other. It is more to
Stop projectile.
stop projectiles and to disperse gaseous things. The big thing that Oak was doing it for was to get rid of the ick.
Honestly, I kind of feel like I'm good.
Same where you at?
Yeah, I guess.
Okie dokie. Hey, Locke, roll your damage on your foggy thing.
Yee! 15.
And alrighty. And now it is this thing's turn. So
He's mad at the swamp, so he starts like chewing on a random vine.
No. He sees that you smack him, you hurt. Ow.
I mean,
Don't do
he's
that.
smart at it.
Yeah, he did. But he also knows the person who made the swamp. Hey, Shadow Teleport. Hi, Locke.
Ah!
Oh no.
And, you still have crippling pain.
I do.
So he has advantage on you. He's smacking you with his spear. 17.
Yeah, my armor class is 14.
15, technically, because warding bond. So this will be a... Whoops. I rolled a thing that I wasn't wanting to roll. Don't worry about that. 48. Yeah. Ow.
Okay. So how much of that do I take?
You take 16. Roll Constitution for your planar island.
I get advantage because Warcaster, yes?
Yes.
Nat 20.
Okay, so your swamp stays. Now, roll for me a wisdom save with advantage.
19.
Okay, good. You're not charmed by the attack of his spear. Because he can do that.
Of course I can.
Aren't.
He has a branding strike with his spear that takes control of you for a turn.
That's a very nice spear. I like that spear.
It is. Anyway, it's your turn now, Locke.
Okay. Well,
Ouch, the pain. I mean, neat, the pain.
well, I have determined that, as of right now, until this damn agonizing pain thing wears off, it's probably best to conserve my spell slots. So instead, I'm going to pull out Slaughter, my sickle, and then I'm going to use the command word bleed to activate it. And I will make an attack roll against this thing. I'm going to try and shank it.
Which is with disadvantage because of crippling pain. But yes, you can do that.
It's not the worst attack I've ever seen.
There's worse attacks.
I
You
I
don't.
had a friend who rolled negative damage once.
Well, the thing is with the slaughter sickle, the thing is as long as I hit, it then casts inflict wounds.
That is pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can only do that 3 times per long rest, but that's like the benefit of this thing. But I generally keep to a range anyway because I'm the squishy boy, so
Yeah,
Um,
fair enough.
I don't think there's anything else I can do. If I try to run, I'm going to invoke an attack of opportunity, so
yep.
yeah, my turn's done.
Yep.
0.
If I had hit, that would have been 3d10.
So, remember the big crazy sound that you guys were hearing?
No, I forgot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're gonna have a new friend come on the battlefield. We're going to get a sort of loud, stomping, running sound, and a very large right. So yeah, it is not going to get its chance to attack this turn, but it can be terrifying because it's just going to full on jump over Oak's wind wall when it realizes there's wind there, and coming crashing over here next to Yong and this other guy. Roar.
What the fuck is that?
Close.
A very, very, very big vine bear something. And it's been its turn getting here and is now charged and lands next to Yong and this other guy down here.
It's Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
It kind of looks like that in the face, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it
Kinda
looked like
green.
Gazelle, the king of mythical beasts from Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's also possible.
I'm definitely getting the Beauty and the Beast vibe. Like, it's in the shape of his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So, we're going to. Young sees this thing appear out of nowhere and is like, yeah, g. And now she's stuck between: does she fight the big thing or does she fight the little thing?
Shit her pants and run?
I mean, she could. Actually, I know exactly what she's going to do. Because she's a bonus action and she can do that. So she is gonna use her monkishness, and she's going to miss the shadowy thing. And then she's going to also roll a 9 and miss the big creature thing. And seeing that she is failing horribly, she's going to bonus action run and get like, what's it? She can't run through where the creature is, so she has to go this way and then that way. So she's like up here because she only has 25 feet or 35 feet, so she's here. And then Oak. Oak is more worried about seeing that Yong runs away from it. He is more worried about Locke up here. So he is going to run up here to do a one of the. He sees that these creatures can pass through shadows and things, and wishes he has a means to get rid of all shadows, but he kind of doesn't. So just in case, he's gonna run up here past Locke, and Locke, you now also have Death Ward. Just in case something goes horribly, horribly wrong.
All right, Death Ward. So I basically have that twice now because Shadow Sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically get
Does it
two.
stack?
So I get 2 out of KO free cards.
They would stack since they come from independent sources.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And then it is to the one that is down here. And it is going to smack at the big creature that's next to it because holy crap.
Okay, so they're not buddies then.
Well, it doesn't know what it is. It's a terrifying something.
My swamp.
Fair enough.
So
Well, Planar Island is still in effect, yeah?
yeah, Planar Island is still in effect. Roll your thingy for that.
And let's not forget it's saving through. Oh, okay, full 19.
19 to the
19 to the poor bitch facing off against Wonder Beast the Thunder Lion there.
Yep. Okay. So it's going to roll its 3 attacks to try to smack. Ooh. Okay. So yes. So that is going to be double damage on the first one. The second one will hit. And so that is going to be a total of 3 damage dice. And that is 31. And yeah. Burn. Go.
I'm assuming that I can pretty easily see that it's whatever Big Scary is, it's being fought by the things we're fighting.
Yes.
Right. So if I move to the other side of the wind wall, I can shoot this thing at Locke.
If you can.
Yeah. I guess I would not have advantage anymore.
No. Did you roll a Constitution save to end the excruciating pain, Locke?
I don't recall. I don't think...
Go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
No.
Ha! 2. I am not a
24
durable
will hit.
person.
24 will hit, yep.
8 and 28.
Yeah. So, you're attacking up top there.
Enemy 9.
And that is, yeah. So you blast it with your radiant damage shenanigans, and it basically evaporates and disappears.
Behold the power of light. Anyway.
Apparently.
Woohoo! 1 down.
Now it's the Shadow's turn. Oh no!
Where did Shadow go? Is it dead?
One of them is dead, yes.
Woo!
It is
Guys
now
are
Locke's
doing
turn. Locke,
Yes.
you, alright, you resisted it. Never mind. Okay, it's your turn. Go.
Ah, it's my turn. Okay. Well,
Yep.
we
Still
still...
got-
All right. Am I still agonized?
Yes, because the one that did that's the one that's fighting the bear thing.
Yeah, okay.
And Pile Word Pain does not have concentration. Go figure.
Of course it doesn't. Do I have any idea how much longer this bullshit is going to be sticking with me?
Until you drop it. Until you save against it.
Fantastic. Okay.
That's why it's such a high level spell.
Well, I'm gonna shuffle and boogie my way over here. Kind of press myself up against that tree. And I am going to expend another spell slot to try Enervation again. But
Okay.
first, con save first, yes?
Yes.
No.
Nope.
Just go hide behind a tree.
I will curse bitterly.
Con save.
I already rolled it.
Not the one for your spell, but the other one. This is the one to drop the pain.
You can do it!
There you go, pain gone.
Finally.
Yay!
Okie dokie. So. Whoops. I accidentally turned it. Yeah. Right turn is right turn. So, I am going to, well, no one's close, and the one thing that is close is right there.
Does this thing count as an enemy towards us, too?
Does Locke think it does?
I do not know.
It's up to you. You can see it as an enemy if you want.
I am going to not for the moment. I am going to just hope that this thing is like an irritated protector of the woods that doesn't like these weird Elden Ring looking motherfuckers and will leave us alone if we don't piss it off.
Fair.
So I
Okay.
do not let my swamp hurt it.
Cool. So I rolled his attacks invisibly, or its attacks invisibly, and all of them hit. And yeah, so Locke, from your vantage point, you are going to see you're going to see this massive creature just tear into this shadowy thing with claw, bite, and all of them will hit and all of them will be pain. And yeah, hiding damage because that's fun. Can't have you guys knowing. So, creature is still around. Yang will sort of look through the wind wall thing and is just, are we fighting this thing? Locke, what are we doing?
No idea.
It's worth noting, Locke, from your vantage point, you can see that Yang is kind of scared right now. She does not know what this is.
I don't know what this is.
So,
I'm not gonna hit it.
Yang's not going to get closer either, because that's terrifying. So, she's
feet by 15 feet.
gonna
It's
run.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It is huge. She's gonna run over here and get next to that,
The tent.
the tent, and through the wind wall. Is wind wall concentration? If it is, Oak is gonna drop it because we don't need it now. Double checking. No, it lasts 1 minute. Okay, never mind. It is Oak's turn. Oak, from his vantage point, he's just gonna. He's just. Does this require? What's the distance on this thing? Where is? There it is. I know, Sparky. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So, Oak is going to come down here, and he is going to cure wounds on Locke,
Yay.
and that is a 2d8 plus 9, 19.
19 HP
You
back
are
to
cured.
me.
Yep, you are cured 19 HP.
Woohoo! I shared a thing.
And this creature's
Jeez.
going to smack this bear because this bear is terrifying. 25 will hit with the spear. Hold on, Sparky. I'll get up there in a minute. 21 damage to Bear Thing. Bear Thing going to roll a wisdom save.
Did not bear thing take into account the swamp?
Well, if it's not considered an enemy, it doesn't.
The bear is not the enemy. The other
Oh,
thing
right.
that just shanked the bear is absolutely an enemy. The thing made me suffer indescribable agony. I want to kill it.
Yes, of course. Let me roll a wisdom save.
Woohoo.
Or, not a wisdom save, con save, rather.
Yee.
And then I will invisibly roll to see if bear resist thing. Nope. Full damage from your thing.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Whoa.
Look at that damage.
Yep. I'm not hurting the bear, as I said. Just leaving the bear alone. Just hurting the other thing.
Okie dokie.
Does a bear eviscerate shadow creatures in the woods?
Don't know. It is now your turn, Byron.
Currently, it is.
Big boy, kind of big. Do I have any kind of line of sight to this guy?
The big thing?
No.
I mean, if you went to the left a little bit, you would.
But I can't shoot through a wind wall, right?
You can.
You can shoot through the wind wall from that side. As the wind wall blocks projectiles from a certain direction. And that certain direction is the side where all the enemies are.
So I can shoot through it, no problem.
Yes.
Awesome. So I will run up beside a block who's trying to hug this tree. And I will try and shoot.
Hey, look, Oak, I'm you! Hugs a tree.
Ha ha ha.
And I even found one!
Oh ha ha. 24 will definitely. Ow. That's a huge amount of radiant damage. Ow. Okay. Lock. It's your turn.
Ah. Well. Shuffle and boogie over here. And again, gonna pop and enervate. Last warlock spell slot.
This time you don't have to worry about anything because your excruciating pain go poof.
Indeed.
So. Target dexterity. I mean, it has cat-like grace, so it's surprisingly dexterous.
All right.
Guess it's distracted by massive bear.
So that will be, let's see here. So 2d8 necrotic. Okay, no, wait, hold up. 4d8 necrotic damage. And I regain half that as healing. And I forget, does Enervation just keep going?
It is.
Use your action on each of your turns to automatically.
Right, it's concentration up to 1 minute, which does mean that my island goes away.
Yes.
But that's okay. Because if this thing is a protector of the forest, I don't want to be defiling its woods with my weird swamp anymore.
Yeah,
Either
I'm
way.
offended.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably already pissed it off.
That is a fair point.
All right, 29
So-
damage to the centaur thingy, and I believe I get back 14 hit points from that.
You do, yes. Alrighty, invisible
Are you
hidden.
back up to full health yet?
I'm close. I'm at 63 out of 68.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you are pretty
You
close.
survived.
Woohoo!
Bear smacky rar invisibly because that's fun.
Smacky rar. English.
Yes. So, invisibly so, Bear is going to go claw, and bite at Mist as the shadowy thing evaporates just like it did from the radiant damage thing. And yeah. Creature thingy go poof. And so this thing is massive. And it had charged over here on 4 legs and was striking and biting at this shadowy thing while still on 4 legs and still being huge. And so the creature is going to defeat the shadow thing, turn to the rest of you, stand up on its hind legs to be a massive height, and is going to slowly make its way towards Locke. And as it does so, you're not sure if it's just due to some strange magic, or perhaps it may be due to the crazy wind wall that Oak still has up, because it lasts for a minute. And the vines and bark and all of this extra armor and weirdness will break away as this creature starts to shrink.
Ooh.
And combat's over. And Locke and everyone else will find somebody else taking this bear's place as the vines break away. And that would be this lovely person. Boop. And she is back to her normal form, albeit furry around the edges.
Ow! Oh, she didn't say this would hurt.
I have several questions.
Get in line!
Ik tend okay.
You guys are very difficult to track, you know?
I didn't think we were being particularly subtle, but I'll take the compliment.
She just sits down, use the good berry spell, and eats the good berry for 1 HP.
Nom.
She sits down, starts licking the back of her hand. Bleh, bleh.
No.
Are you all right?
Oh, that hurt. That hurt. That hurt. I need a nap.
Yeah.
Where are we?
I will turn and I will gesture up at the mountain. We are at Volcano, and we have Yong.
Oh, hi, Yong.
Hi, are you okay?
Oh, she looks like she's pretty beat up at this point.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Because she's at, like, half her health points.
What happened when we weren't looking?
And it's at about this point. Hollis.
Puppy!
Puppy.
And on Puppy's back, Cow.
Woohoo!
Cal,
and,
what the hell did you give me?
Did she spike your
What?
drink?
Are you?
Okay, look, all I remember. I don't know. I was in the cell. I was being mopey, and then Cal left, and then came back, and said, "My Leaky wanted to talk to me." I was like, I mean, I don't have anything else, so I'll do it. She's like, okay, let's get you out of here. Somehow, they agreed to let me out. And Cal gave me something to drink, and I wandered into the forest. I think I made a deal with a god.
Another one?
I went hunting. I found a bear. I fought a bear. I became a bear. And I was running. And then fighting. And now here. Ah, I got a headache. I got a headache.
Locke's going to hug her.
Hi?
Hey, wait. Wait a minute now,
What?
says Cal.
just
Uh,
It's fine. Okay, whatever.
what, Cal? What? Tell me, what?
Not you. I meant him. Points at Locke.
Look, this is his first time seeing me out of his cell.
True.
And then she just kind of like pats his head.
Nope,
You
nope.
know,
So, are you feeling any better? You sound like you are, but
I got purpose again? Yeah. Yeah, I think I got a purpose again. Ah! Hi, Byron. How can I help you? You're very close.
Yeah, you said you were injured. Would you like to be cured?
And she like looks around. It's like, is there any more enemies?
Ow.
Destiny?
I don't think so.
I
If there are any
I
more, they
think
haven't
so.
revealed themselves.
think I will be fine.
Alright, Locke will back out of the hug after a second. It's good to see you. And, thanks. That was not looking particularly great until you came bounding along.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
things were not exactly easy to deal with.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I did not know it was you. I'm sorry. At least I didn't hit you.
You did! You just didn't do
What?
anything.
Yes, that. Kind of my thing at this point.
Yeah.
Good to see you, though.
Yeah, long no see. Ugh.
Well, that was eventful. Most of the gang's back together. I say, let's go into the tent and have a nice cup of hot coffee. Not hot coffee, hot chocolate. Just all of us. I need that. I think we all need that. You need chocolate. And I just gesture vaguely at Riven. You need
Okay,
chocolate, and
whatever.
you deserve chocolate for that awesome transformation thing. You are getting treated.
No chocolate for Puppy though.
No chocolate for Hallis. No, we can let him eat a squirrel or something. I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, Hollis is only gonna be able to stick his head in.
That's fine.
But alright, I guess we go have hot chocolate.
I guess we fucking go have hot chocolate.
Oh,
I will, and as we're going back, I will pull out my family book and I will just write into it, Riven's a bear, and close it and put it away. I'm just making it a habit of leaving my family with more questions than anything.
now I really do want to read that. Riven's gonna be like, what are you writing?
Just updating my family on the shit that's just happened.
Okay.
So, everyone will head inside and get some hot chocolate. Perhaps get some rest, because this did happen in the middle of the night. Technically. And the following morning, everyone is cured, everyone is happy.
Yay!
And yeah, all is well and good. And Oak is going to sort of approach Locke the following morning essentially. And so, what's the plan now?
Well,
Can we go home?
just about. We've got
Ah.
we've got Silver Sword. We got a couple of other nifty things. One of the things we got was actually meant for you, I think. Byron did something like that.
Huh?
Oh yeah. Did we ever determine what the item was for sure?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
It was
yeah.
a
did in fact find one.
Leviathan axe?
The Leviathan axe. Yes.
Yeah. So got this for you if you would like it.
Only one?
Unfortunately, only one.
I
So if
guess.
you cross your eyes like this, it looks like no.
Well, either way. All that
It'll be
aside,
fine.
pretty much the only other thing I can think of is we need to locate Bjorn. Once we have him tracked down, I can just port us all home.
No, where did he say he was going?
That's a good question. David, the fuck were you going?
Around.
That is not a
Oh,
helpful
great.
answer, you bastard.
Okay.
Do we still
Right.
have? Do we have to go find the old lady again and ask if she seen him?
No, well, see, here's the thing. The easiest way to get in touch with Bjorn would be to have Oak cast Sending on Bjorn.
What if he's in a lead box? Like, oh,
Statistically
that is-
speaking, what would be the odds of that?
That
They may
would be,
surprise you.
that would be unfortunate, but
I mean, it's more than
hopefully-
1%, which, yes, is, or, like, it's at least 1%, which, yes, is surprising, because who sticks someone in a lead box and gives them a ring of perpetual feeding?
oh. Speaking of young, do you know who did this to you?
I mean, I don't really know for sure, but I could have sworn I saw one of those stupid people, whoever they were, that came and
Like, what did they
attack
look
Silver.
like?
So you guys are, well, not Riven, but you guys remember, and not Byron, whatever. Locke, Oak, you two remember when Silver was captured and there was like two guys that were with her, and two guys and crazy fire hair lady of stupid?
I remember,
Stupid.
I remember that generally, yes. Kind of a hard
So-
day to forget.
Yeah, not the fire hair lady, and not the guy that was weirdly terrifying, whatever that was all about, but the other one. He was in among the group that threw me into the lead box.
So they were definitely trying to make sure we couldn't get the things we needed to get Silver out.
Or find out more about her or something. The lead box is connected to who took Silver. That much I know.
Well, then they're going
Okay,
to be... then
where
they're-
were you when you got captured?
At the time I was in up in Tiracol, and then they grabbed me, knocked me out, and then all of a sudden I'm in a volcano that's nowhere near the Gradiriel. So I assume I teleported. And they teleported with me and then stuck me in a box.
Yeah, but why would they teleport you all the way out here instead of putting you in a lead box out there?
Maybe
I
they
assume
didn't...
because they didn't have a lead box out there.
And plus, this is very, very far away from where Silver is, so even a suit, so it definitely did its work in slowing us down. It's remote, it's hard to reach, you can't scry on it with magic. Pretty much the only reason we were able to figure out any of this was here is because I have bullshit powers.
I mean,
Yes.
you're not wrong.
In many ways, that lead box might as well have been a perfect prison. I mean, hell, I mean, the walls were thick as hell. And again, magic couldn't find it, so I don't recall spotting any forms of surveillance magic while we were in there, just traps to deter approach. That says to me that they probably figured they'd just stick someone in there and then forget them.
They certainly did that.
They wouldn't really need to have much of a guard with how remote this place is, and how impossible it is to figure out that this is where a prisoner would be kept. Most people would be dissuaded into thinking that their quarry is just dead when a scrying spell fails, and then their attention would turn elsewhere.
That's horrifying.
Thank whatever deity, thank the Oak Father, I guess. She kind of glances at Oak. Thank the Oak Father, I guess, you have bullshit powers. Anyway.
Thank the guy from my book that I have bullshit powers. He's the one who gave them to me.
Fair. What was his name again?
I don't remember.
Swin?
Yeah, Amvin Swend. Pretty sure I've mentioned that to you guys before.
Yeah, him. So, anyway. So we're going to look for Bjorn.
Aye. Oak, care to help with that?
Can do.
And
And
in a tavern somewhere.
Possibly. I mean, that does seem to be that man's modus operandi.
Oak is going to then cast Sending on Bjorn. And he is going to basically communicate finding out where Bjorn is and if Bjorn can make his way to where we are, or if we can make our way to him,
or meet
something
somewhere
of the
in
sort.
the middle,
or meet somewhere in the middle, or whatever. And
like, hey, we're here. Where are you?
Precisely.
Might help if we might help if we got to look at the archipelago world map here.
Yeah,
I know.
I've seen that yet.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen that, have you?
He was gone by the time we got here.
Yeah, I think we were just getting ready to set sail. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
We arrived down here. We teleported up here.
Hold on, let me zoom out.
So
here?
We arrived in Truvenmel. Now we're in Rivnal. Or north of Rivnal, rather. At the base of those mountains. North of Rivnal.
I see the marker. Okay. And
So
I am somewhere else.
You are.
yes, you are. So what it is, for your sake, Bjorn, and you would have figured this out in your travels and whatnot. This archipelago is connected via both normal sailing ships and teleportation circles. So if someone wants to have the means to go from one island to the other, they can easily do so by bouncing around with teleportation circles, if they got the money to back it up. Otherwise, they're going to use a boat to go from place to place. You, when you were on the ship, everyone else docked off here, where Brian said you were, in Juvenile down there. But you continued to ride the ship with your buddy, saying that he had heard about some friend of yours that may or may not have been on the island over there. But in the travelings, you found that your friend had not stayed there, had in fact went somewhere else via a teleportation circle. And you, Bjorn, are up here in the top left.
This one?
Yep.
Oh, boy, I've covered some ground.
In Allerbalt.
Baller.
Uh-huh.
Ballin' on Allerbalt, are you?
Allerball.
So, backing up a bit, for purposes of Bjorn, Bjorn, you are apparently currently approaching a sort of a loosely put together hut. We'll see. It's kind of like a tent thatch. It's very reminiscent of the kind of huts that your tribe used to always put together. And you will find the person that you were looking for to potentially help with the rest of the group. A lovely older woman by the name of Sigrid.
Nice. So she's outside the hut right now?
She's currently outside the hut. She seems to be brewing and mixing some sort of a potion or other.
Okay. I'm gonna take my helmet off and respectfully tuck it under my arm and kind of clear my throat.
Oh, Bjorn.
Been a long time. To be honest, I didn't even believe you were still alive.
All these old bones do quite well these days. How are you?
Have. Oh, not bad actually, but in need of assistance.
Oh?
Yes, a friend of mine may be a prisoner somewhere. And when I heard you were about, I thought, well, there's someone who could help. And I came looking.
I see. So someone you met after you left the tribe then?
Yes. I did make some friends.
Not just out partying, was it? Bigger adventures?
Bit of this, bit of that, half dozen of
It's
one.
drinking, buddy.
You're not here.
I know.
I did discover a type of fish I had been unaware of. And I'm hoping I didn't kill anyone, but I remain unsure. But yes, the friend is a very noble and skilled warrior who was taken unjustly by a group of sneak attacking fuckers.
So articulate.
Well, you know how it is. It took a few drinks to get up the mountain.
Yeah. Well, you know me, I like to go out to places a little more remote. I think this counts
Yeah.
as remote, don't you?
Yes, but did it have to be on a hill?
Well, of course it has to be on a hill. It's more fun that way.
Well, at any rate, what do you know about breaking into fortresses with lots of paladins in them?
Not very much, but I can always whip a potion or two. Maybe cause a bit of a distraction.
Potions, yes.
Or perhaps I can boost your allies. I assume you're not going to go in there with just a ragtag group of adventurers. Surely not to face an army.
Well, that would be the fun and heroic thing to do. Be worthy of a song. But no. You're right, not very prudent. No, we are... It is a work in progress, we'll say.
Gathering up what forces you can.
Yes, and, bankrolling the others.
Well,
We need to check in on that.
I'm not doing much right now. But, I do have a few things brewing that I would like to collect and bring with. Would you fancy any soup? Sort of slides over a cauldron of soup. Smells vaguely familiar to you. You remember her making this a lot.
What's in it? What type of soup is it?
It is probably more stew than soup, but it's
Okay.
very sort of gamey and meat based too. Whenever you would go out and hunt somewhere and get some really big game, she would always sit down and brew some sort of stew out of whatever was left after the group got to it.
So there's like venison or boar or something like that in here.
Yep, probably.
Probably venison, considering.
Yep.
In that case, Bjorn's like, he's like, fuck yeah. Bring it on.
Mm-hmm. And,
Hearty food like that is what makes a warrior good and strong.
yep. So she'll sort of slide it over her, sort of longer, dark nails, sort of clicking on the side of the cauldron a little bit, and, pass it over to you. And then, you'll hear inside your head Oak's voice. Bjorn.
Yeah.
I don't know where you are. We are in or near Rivnal. If you're still on the archipelago, it would be nice to give you some endpoint of where you are. And maybe we can get back together. We've gotten everything that we need to sort of make our way home.
Okay. With the way sending works, do I have to respond immediately, or do I have like a moment to talk to Sigrid first?
I can sort of wave a little bit of that and say that you get a chance to talk to her a little bit.
Then I basically want to let Sigrid know that my friends say they're getting ready to go. Would it be more convenient to travel with me to meet them, or should we have them come here?
She sort of looks out over the like hillside and mountains and things. I do have other potions brewing that I would like to bring with. If you could have your friends travel here, that would be great.
Alright, so I will send back. I'm currently on the island of Allerbalt, still in the archipelago. I'm attempting to gain us some extra help for rescuing Silver. If you could come to us, that would be good. We are making preparations.
All right. And I will do a quick pop over back to that battle map, because I had put the token that I had made for Sigrid on that map, just so that you guys could see her. And she
being weird.
looks like that.
Blow it up?
Yep, I can. Give me just one moment.
Ooh.
Pretty.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Gothic woman has antlers.
She does. Yes.
Doctor.
What's that?
Oh, just saying looks like a witch doctor.
Vaguely, yeah.
There is a vibe.
The specific thing that was searched to help me find her was a Norse witch or shaman. So she has antlers and things similar to that of Bjorn for a reason. Bjorn was pulled from Norse stuff, so she.
That's very awesome.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very much like the aesthetic.
Indeed. And I'm sure that Riven and Cal will appreciate the class too.
Oh. Maybe.
She's technically a relatively high level. Actually, that's a good point. No, Bjorn.
Yo.
Sort of backing up a half of a beat. She will say, you say that your friend was in prison and in dire need of help.
Yes.
Let's do this a little bit quicker, shall we? Tell your friends that we'll come to them very soon.
All right. I guess I
Very
can
soon?
pass that
Yes.
on. If sending is still up, I can send that on.
Just like
Yep,
retcon,
yep.
just retconning how that
Retcon
happened.
what was said a little bit. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's what I'll do.
Oh, jeez.
She is in fact a druid. Yes.
Teleport via plant.
Yep. She is for sake
Oh,
of
go find a
subclass-
tree!
For for sake of subclassness, she is Circle of the Land druid, specifically Arctic because Iban.
Cool.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why is she down here in the archipelago where there's a volcano?
We came down here when she split off from the rest of the tribe the way that Bjorn did and wanted to find people in need of help. She found those in need of help on that island, and then she decided to stay there for a while. But anyway, so Oak will then deliver the message. Unless, do you have anything you want to do more with Sigrid, Bjorn?
Not right at the moment. Not until the rest of the group is there.
And Bjorn wouldn't have any mindset of transport via plants or anything of that sort. But to retcon a little bit of what was said there, Sigrid had said that she is going to, once all the brews have been made, then you guys are going to go to them.
All right. So
And in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy that stew.
Indeed. So with that, Oak, back with the rest of the group, he will, okay. So, Bjorn is apparently on Allerbalt, some other island or other, I guess. And he was looking for a friend to come with us to help get silver. Found that friend, and then he and that friend are going to come to us very soon. Making preparations and then coming to us.
So what, do we go meet him at a town or something?
Not really was said on that, so I don't know. And then Cal, I don't know, maybe the friend has a means to get to us. If you want to go to a town, we can go to a town.
I mean, we've been using teleports to get here, so I
We don't
figured if he's
we-
on another...
we don't necessarily. I mean, if they're coming to us,
Yeah, but how long is it going to take them?
no idea. I say let's start walking back to town. If they link up with us before we get there, then all we need to do then is find a flat patch, and I can port us home. And failing that, we can just wait at a tavern or something.
Yeah,
Sounds about right to me.
Let's see here. How many uses of teleportation do I still have? I only have one use of my teleportation circle chalk left, so.
Yep, only one.
You
Good
need to
thing
go
you're
find
using
more.
it to. Good thing you're using it to get home, and Mom can give you more.
Indeed.
Because she has a handful of those.
Yeah, it's probably got
So-
What is it, just like chalk that you need to go buy?
It's magic chalk, like infused with gems. It has to be specific, or it won't work. And it's consumed by the spell.
Well, yeah, but like how much is it for each magic chalk?
I will look at teleportation circle and get back to you. 50 gold pieces worth per cast of the spell.
Ah!
Mm-hmm. 50 gold, a 50 gold worth gem infused chalk.
Rare chalks and inks infused with gems worth 50 gold pieces, which the spell consumes.
Yep. So, you guys will begin to slowly make your way down towards town. Is there any sort of exchanges that you guys want to have along the way?
Who the hell is my leaky?
you asking?
She is the filler words here while I look up the website. She is usually typically called the Lady of the Forest. The forest. She usually appears as a ranger or a unicorn.
Now, is Locke asking that in character?
That was more me asking, what do I know? And that's why I rolled that religion check.
Oh.
Yes. And that is going to be... Let's see. Yeah. So, with a 15, you are going to know that... maybe not all of what Sam was saying there, but Myleki, from what you understand, is some sort of nature-based deity of sorts. Perhaps very similar to, like, the kind of deities that Oak has talked about when, especially when Oak and Young were, like, randomly the Oak Father thing.
Right.
So, with a 15, you're going to get that perhaps it's some sort of nature deity, which would make sense if it's connected to Riven and Gal.
Yeah. And Myleki has a connection to the Oak Father.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice.
Which is the reason that, for sake of putting it out there, because you may not remember, one of the ways that Myleki would appear is as a unicorn. And Locke, way back when, saw Riven talking to someone. He didn't see who she was talking to. And
But she did say something about a unicorn or something?
She said something about a unicorn back then. And then, not a couple days ago, back when you were starting your trek out to go save Young, Oak claimed to see a unicorn.
Ah, I see. That's all finally coming full circle, like 2-3 years later.
Uh-huh.
Been playing this campaign a long time.
We have, yes.
But it's been so much fun.
Indeed.
We're almost
It has.
done.
Yeah.
Indeed. You guys are going to make your way down. Does Locke actually ask about Myleki or talk to about her since he rolled that religion earlier?
Nah. Not for the time being, at least.
Okay.
For now, he's just happy to see Riven and at least, not horribly depressed spirits. So he doesn't want to fuck with that. He's just happy to walk beside her for the time being.
Does Riven take the single Leviathan axe?
Yes.
Okay.
Woo. Now I can add it.
Yep. So it takes a couple days to try to make your way down towards town. And you are going to get, yeah, we'll do it this way. We will do, jumping back to Bjorn for a second. Once all of the potions and things that Sigrid wanted to put together were collected, she'll sort of turn to you, and she will say, "So, we want to get to them quickly.
Ideally, yes.
I can do that. Pick one of your friends that you feel that you can that you can feel you can describe in great detail?
There's this one lock. He looks a little bit like a twig.
Oh, gee, thanks! Echoes from across the miles.
And you can hear him over there.
Very sarcastic.
Well, that's very descriptive.
I do describe it in more detail.
Okay. I see. Alright. Well, I'm going to make use of my magics. And since we are at, something a bit more dire, I am going to see if I can't get us to him myself. So, it appears creature. Is, see. Fail saving throw. You see and hear a particular creature on the same plane. How well you know the target. Yeah. So, hey, Locke. Make for me a wisdom save.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
25.
Oh, shit.
Next.
Am I
So-
aware? Do I feel something good trying to fuck with me?
You feel something trying to. You. The paranoia of Locke's brain will get the overwhelming sense that something is watching you, and then you just are like, nope, and you push away.
It's like, yeah, not unannounced.
And then you will
Does he doesn't
see.
do anything physical?
I'd shudder a little bit, maybe.
You okay?
Just a little tingle.
And then back with Bjorn and Sigrid, and she's stubborn boy. Well,
Huh. Yes, that does sound like him.
That trait I embrace.
Perhaps another one of them?
perhaps.
I'll describe Oak in detail.
Just picking,
Alright.
just picking the people with the highest wisdom saves here.
Yeah.
Well, Bjorn don't know Bjorn as well.
So
Oh no, Riven!
That's true.
he
I feel like
wouldn't
Riven would
necessarily
s-
know.
I feel like if we teleported
Riven
next
would be
to
the
Riven,
third-
she would swing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
No, she's
Hey,
used to be a plant, so.
let's do a wisdom save from Oak.
Third time the charm?
Yep. So she will Oak sometime a little bit later. Oak will get that same it's like no.
Oh, you too, huh?
Is it
Okay.
cold or something?
It's not cold, not here. I think someone might be trying to. Well, they said they come right to us.
Send them a message, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Ask if they're doing something with magic. You can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did he use up all of his sending already?
It's been a couple
No, he
days.
wouldn't have. This is a different day.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it would take at least a day for her bruise and things to finish up. So she would do it the following morning after Bjorn sleeps in that same vicinity, probably out in the woods in like a little small camp nearby or something.
Yeah, sleeps off the
Oh,
stew.
come on.
So
Third time's the charm.
I mean, she's perhaps your friends are a little resisting. Do you have a
Well-
friend Do you have a friend that perhaps isn't so keen on magic?
You know, I do know someone like that. And I'm going to describe Riven.
He's an interesting sort.
8!
Ha ha!
I
There
told
we
you.
go.
Never have I been
Alright,
so
yep.
happy to see someone fail a wisdom save.
All right. So she
I'd
will.
be like, a little furrier than you describe.
So you will, Bjorn, you will see Sigrid sort of run her long nails and dark nails that she's got going through her little cauldron. It's somewhat cloudy, murky water. And you will not see it, but then she'll be like, she seems a little furrier than you described. But this does seem the person you were talking about. Large
Furry.
wolf as well.
Yeah, that's on point.
Well then. Seems we have a place here. And she sort of waits a little bit. And right there is precisely what I need. Come, Bjorn. And she will gather her things and make her way outside of her small little hut.
Bjorn will follow right on after.
And Bjorn, you will see her take her long nail and she just drops slow up arc. It's sort of murky, dark, and then like this crystalline blue for a minute. And she just, like with one finger, one dark nail of her finger, carves a door into a tree.
Bjorn is just watching, fascinated. Knowing
Magic.
that Sigrid could do magic is one thing. But actually getting to see her do it was a rare thing.
Indeed. Come, Bjorn, and she will step through the door.
And I hop on through.
And back with you guys. You guys will be passing through the forest, making your way down. Riven, you'll get this weird sense that someone's watching you. Well, actually, no, you don't.
Narrow
because
eyes.
you failed your save, so you don't.
Okay.
And
La-di-da-da.
and then at a tree that you guys just passed as you're making your way down the forest, out steps Bjorn and Sigrid. And Bjorn, you will see your friends.
Go, friends! And then I
Yeah.
body slam Locke into the ground.
Fucking!
Is Locke dead?
I feel
yet.
like I might be. Your armor is heavy and hard. I cannot breathe.
It's good for you. It'll toughen you up. And I help him back to his feet.
Will it? Will it really?
Yes.
I don't
How do you
believe
think I got to be so large? I flex a little bit.
I figured you did push-ups and ate lots of steak.
I was too poor to afford steak, and push-ups are boring. I did spend a lot of time swinging sticks.
I believe it. And this is the friend you went to find?
Yes, everyone. Come quick. This
I-
is Sigrid, one of the most respected and wise elders my village has ever known.
A pleasure to make
Nice
your acquaintance.
antlers.
Yes, very nice.
He will make a small bow and like the veil and whatnot she's got. Now, it is important to note, the image looks like it's part of the background, but she has like an icy shawl that is somewhere between a silk scarf and a wedding veil that's over the back of her like antler horns.
Nice.
The druids are just sizing each other up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You've been given the rundown on the situation, I take it?
A little bit.
All right.
You have a friend that is in need of help in a prison, a temple with an army around it of sorts.
Are you wanting payment?
Very to the point, I guess.
What? We're already in debt to a dragon. Come on.
That is the truth.
Dragon.
I want.
Yes, we may have made a bargain with the dragon.
No, that was all my fault. I'll just lift a hand.
Yes.
I got too eager. I got us indebted into a dragon. Speaking of which, I'm going to check the ender pouch. Has this lady whose name I cannot remember written back yet?
Nope.
Oak.
Fine. And Oak will cast Sending again. Brief pause. And he just sort of shrugs. No answer.
Ah,
That's disheartening.
that is
Although
very
it is nice.
I will point out, I did get the sense that I made contact, but she did not respond.
That's
All right, let's go find this dragon.
well. The first thing we need to do is get back to the mainland. So, is there anything else we need to do in this archipelago while we're here, or are we ready to head back?
Are we in town right now, or we're a ways? Or we're still out a little
You're
bit?
just a little ways outside of town. Byron, do me a favor. Roll me a d20.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Roll,
you.
roll.
13. Cool. Okay. So, making sure, what is Byron's response to this new friend of Bjorn's?
I mean, she's an interesting character, but I don't know that I'd go out of my way to make a big deal around her for right now.
Okay, making sure. All right. So, we will. Oak will speak up, and he's well. As far as I know, we don't have anything else that we need to do on the archipelago here. So, if you want to just port us back home, I mean, maybe we could look into the dragon, but you could port us back home and get more chalk, and then maybe if we want to look into the dragon,
We'll have more options in my mother's library than we will here, so.
yeah, you can. If we really want to
anyone
look into
actually
it,
get eyes on the dragon?
one of us can cast scrying, perhaps.
What level is scry?
Both Cal and Sigurd would be capable of doing scrying,
Okay.
if no one else.
I say let's hold off on casting that until we're back in Yukiegi.
Well, that's the thing, Locke. If we cast it here, they would think we're not at home, where we're not endangering Yukiegi. If it somehow got magically reversed somehow.
Not entirely sure I followed that train of thought, but alright.
This
We're
coming
in
from
an
Riven,
unknown
who's-
location. If we go to Yukiegi, they have some landmarks.
Keeping in mind, Riven does not understand magic.
Right, out of character real quick. Who is they in this scenario?
The dragon, if they get angry that we're trying to poke at it, so they don't go and destroy Yukiegi.
I mean,
It is a very,
Reverse-
very bad logic, but
Reverse scrying is as much of a thing as it is with, like, person you scry on realizes you scry on them, so they scry on you back. There's not really a...
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not really sure it would make much of a difference. I mean, it's a dragon. And we have one half of her magic pouch of transferal. So if she wants to find us, that's going to lead her straight to us no matter where we are, whether it be Yukiegi or the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Quick, toss it in the ocean.
We kind of need it, first of all. And secondly, if we did that, we are throwing away a thing that was given to us for the sole purpose of facilitating our bargain. I could only imagine our dragon would absolutely perceive that as us trying to squirm our way out of our arrangement, and that would piss her off even more.
Can I see that
guarantee
pouch real quick?
I guarantee she'd be able to find us anyway.
What do you want with it?
I just want to test something.
Can you please tell me what it is you want to test, just so I can be sure?
No. You don't trust me?
I don't trust your understanding of magic.
You know my trusting of magic is very limited. So it's not going to be very bad what I'm going to do. Do you trust me?
Make a persuasion check.
Dude, this is gonna hurt.
Probably.
4.
Okay, Riven's feelings is hurt.
I'll be like, tell you what, we'll put that one on the back burner and we'll try it if other options don't work out, okay?
Please, it's just really quick. You can watch me do it. Please. Please. Why am I telling you please?
I look over
Rock.
it. I will turn to Cal and I say, did she just say please at me like a kid?
She did. Come on, Locke. Roll again, Riven.
No, fuck the dice, fuck the dice. Fine, here, I'll pass the ender pouch over. But if you break it, you're buying it.
Riven's just gonna try to reach in and try to think like 10 platinum and see if she can pull out 10 platinum. Does she pull out 10 platinum?
This is an interesting thing. When was the last time you guys paid her?
I don't fucking know.
Riven gave the money when we were...
I think we included some money when I sent the initial note saying, hey, what's the status? We haven't heard from you in a while. Here's some money so that you won't be mad at us, please.
Right, yes. So
But
The last thing we sent,
but that
the
was
last
more
thing
a
we sent her was the bloody underwear, I think.
Yeah, the thing I sent was more of a bribe of contentment rather than part of our actual arrangement.
Right.
Yeah, but
so
she's looking for like 10 platinum.
Do you recall what you put in at that time? Did you put in platinum when you sent in your message of, hey, I hope you're not mad, here's some money, and what's going on?
I do not recall exactly how much money I put in there now.
So, what we'll say is Riven will grab, she's thinking 10 platinum, and she will get 3 instead of 10. And we'll say that that's what Locke put in when he put in his letter.
Huh.
She puts the money back in. Done.
I am going to look into the pouch. Does it go into, like, the pocket dimension thing you would expect it to, or does it look like an actual physical pouch right now?
It goes into pocket dimension like you expect it to.
Huh. Weird. Okay.
Is
So
the note still in there?
Hey, can you guys scry on objects?
sure I'm pretty sure we can, though I can't. That's not
You
my
can
spell.
you can scry on objects, people, and places. Yes.
If you hold this bag, do you think you can scry on the other bag that's connected to this? Ow, my brain.
That will be interesting. Yeah, you could.
I don't like that we're missing a dragon right now.
Yeah, that is very alarming. Might be worth a shot, though I would absolutely want to, notify Ozza that we're doing that in advance.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Oak made connection last time he used the sending spell, so
Just as a heads up, like, hey,
Ju-
we're about to do this.
yeah, just a heads up that, like, we're just going to scry on the bag really quick just to make sure everything is alright because we haven't heard from you in a while. Just making sure everything is alright, nothing more, nothing less. Please don't be pissed at us.
We're good people.
Uh-huh.
We're good people who are terrified of invoking this dragon's wrath that we're indebted to.
Uh-huh. So, you will, Oak will make that connection, deliver that message. Still no answer, but it was delivered.
I'm gonna change the music.
And then Cal will be the one to cast scrying on the, pout.
Ellis, what do you see?
Okay. So, she still has the pout.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming your dragon friend is a silver dragon, something.
You were there when she came along.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, yeah. So she still has it. It's on like a shelf in the not a shelf. It's more like a crevice of a rock that's pretending to be a shelf. But she's still got it.
Can you see her anywhere in there?
Yeah, she's there.
What is she doing?
She appears to be reading, studying something. She's looking in a book.
Huh. Shot in the dark, does she look to be in her, does she look focused?
Yeah.
So, like, no signs of, like, magical mind fuckery or anything like that?
Not that I can see. Not through scrying, anyway.
And yet she can't respond to us.
Actually, wait a minute.
Is Oak gonna make a roll something?
Oak's not.
Oh, is she rolling to see if
Let's see if she actually... Okay, nope.
she is reading that book.
No. I was rolling to see if I could retcon the whole thing because I realized that there's a potential resist on scrying.
But all right.
Oh, she failed it.
All right.
She failed it.
All right. What's the book she's reading? Can you see? I mean, she's a dragon, so she's huge. So I'm not sure if you can, but can you?
Must be.
Does she have tiny glasses? Tiny half-moon glasses that's just sitting on the end of her nose.
That is adorable. I hate
Or is it like a little monocle she's using?
Actually,
She's
she
smoking a
does have
pipe
tiny...
while she's at it.
I don't know about that.
Actually-
That doesn't necessarily. I'm getting like grandma vibes from the half moon spectacles.
Oh, so
Yeah,
she's munching on some cookies.
Yes.
She,
Yeah.
she
And
does
there's a
have...
little cup of porcelain
she
cup of hot tea.
does have tiny little spectacles. Yes, why not?
Beautiful.
That is
It's
so.
canon now.
That is so stupid. I love it.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Yeah, sure. And she does do like occasionally she will sort of make a soft blowing sound, and she will crinkle like this set of almost icy wind chimes that she's got going. So she's not in just silence in the room that she's in.
My question to Oak still stands.
Yeah, trying to read
Just
what the
figure-
book is.
Yeah, just,
Or not,
Cal.
yeah, whoever.
So
That is
Do
very
they
cute.
read Draconic?
that was actually my next thing. I don't believe Cal understands Draconic.
How many languages?
Druids don't get any extra languages, so I don't think Cal will
Only
have any
Sylvan.
extras.
Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah. Nope.
So
She is reading. I can see the letters for it, but I can't read the title. But, I mean, she appears to be fine. She's just not responding. Which is weird.
Well, at least we've confirmed that she's not currently harmed, so I guess we just,
how big is the opening to the bag?
Not big enough for anything that's not the size of coins to go into. It's essentially the size of a small coin purse.
So like a hand can reach into it, right?
A hand can reach into it, yes.
That's all I need.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I was worried you were like gonna stick your head through and go, "Hey, what the fuck's going on?"
No, but she wants to try something else. She's trying to think of like, okay, how do we like turn this like, you know how some phones have like the emergency alert line that just magically goes off?
Yeah.
Like, how can we trigger that so she actually takes notice?
So you have the druid change form into a moth.
No.
Oh.
That would be intruding in a dragon's hoard. We don't want that.
And also, it's a magical bag of holding. I doubt she'll be able to breathe.
It wouldn't work, no.
No.
Although, admittedly, if now this is how I would run it if someone was to like become small animal and climb into said pouch. First, they will not be able to breathe because there would be an extraplanar dimension of whatever. However, the strangeness of how this particular bag of holding works puts the items in both places at once. So if a person was to climb into the bag, they would be in both bags. They just wouldn't be able to get out, nor would they be able to breathe. Until somebody reached into the bag and went, "Hey, I want to grab my mouse friend before they suffocate."
So, I know I just asked you to trust me on this, and I did ask very nicely. But she's very simple, and she's just like, how to get her to notice? Smoke would notice, maybe.
Jesus.
I feel like for the moment it might be a good idea to not push our luck. She at least received our message.
Has been... Yes, but the thing is, she's not responding.
I mean, she
also,
is reading a book.
It's a book. Have you ever read a book and then talked to people while you're reading said book?
I mean,
Or, you know, take a moment to look up and then go back. It doesn't take long.
I mean, it doesn't, but...
Riven starts to fish a torch out of her bag.
Boy.
Could still be seen as rude to intrude and interrupt, though.
Look, we're about to actually go and try to save Silver, right?
This is true.
Yeah, we have just about everything we need.
So we need to get this dragon on the same page with us, correct?
More or less,
Be like,
yeah.
hey, we're on our way to start doing this now. And the fact that she's not taking your message or gold or whatever, did she just like lose interest in us?
I don't know.
Like, if she did, she could just simply tell us by responding, be like, hey, you guys bore me, go away.
I mean, maybe. Maybe she's simply waiting for us to say, hey, it's time, we're ready. Like...
Yes, but we're supposed to be paying her and stuff, and I don't like the fact that she's just sitting there doing nothing. Because I feel like there's a chance that we've missed a payment.
I mean...
Wasn't she the one deciding on when those payments were?
Yes, but what if she did something and was like, I'm going to be tricky? Because she did send people to come kill us.
Yeah, that was... that happened because she was under the impression we had deliberately tried to lie. When it was discovered that that was not the case, we had to go on a whole thing to get revenge on the person who gave us the falsified money in the first place, which resulted in a head being cut off and some bloody underwear.
Don't remind me.
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
not going to ask about that.
Yes, please. Yeah, please do not. It was a very unpleasant day.
Yeah.
And when
You're
when we
supposed to be the paranoid one. Why am I being the paranoid one?
my paranoia in this case is more about not wanting to potentially overstep boundaries that we don't know what they are and invoke the wrath of a dragon. It's perhaps we're both having an excess of caution in different directions. Does anyone else have any insight on this? I feel like we're stalemating here.
Yeah, we kind of are.
Um,
And she's just sitting there holding an unlit torch currently.
I don't think we need to do anything with said torch. If you was to torch the bag,
No,
then
what
all
I
that...
wanted to do was light the torch, stick the head of the torch into the bag, hoping that maybe it will start smoking on the other side.
Isn't there a
I don't
lag?
think that's how that... I don't think that's the way that'll work.
Mm.
And this is Cal speaking, I'm sort of on the side of what Locke was saying. Perhaps she is waiting for the go-ahead to go and save Silver and just isn't responding because for one reason or another she's being stubborn or something, or maybe she came up with some other means to, like, he was coming up with all of the payments, and then she stopped asking us for payments.
Yes, which is
Maybe
very
we-
concerning.
I mean,
Maybe we paid enough?
shot in the dark, that
Are
thought
you
had
paid enough?
that thought had crossed my mind that maybe we'd...
It is a dragon.
She never said how much the total was, did she?
She just asked for continuous payment when she asked.
Huh.
And she hasn't asked.
So maybe
So
you're
now
paid up.
we need to figure out whether or not we still have a dragon on our side or not.
Does seem
Because
like
right
worth
now
figuring
it's looking
out.
like she's not on our side anymore. Because that was supposed to be like what, your big distraction?
It's definitely like our surprise Trump fuck you card that we were going to play, yeah.
It's
So
always good to have.
now
thanks.
what if we don't have a dragon?
Well, we do have a lot of other allies we were gathering for this, so I vote for now. Let's just make with the teleportation, yeet ourselves back to Yukiagi, take stock of the situation there, and start getting everyone else assembled, and then we can again try to confer with Aza and see if we were right about the notion that we'd paid enough and she was just waiting for the green light for the mission to go ahead. I can't claim to understand the minds of dragons, but I am not willing to step on the toes of their ego and pride or invade on their privacy. Even metallic dragons can be touchy about that. Aza has proven that more than once.
Riven will slowly put the torch away with the narrow eyes, and then she'll scream profanity into the bag, and be like, "You are a stubborn dragon. We just need to know whether you're okay and still with us. Fuck you."
I could have done without the last two words.
That's the
And
thing.
this
She's just yelling it into the bag.
I will
She
look.
doesn't know if it's gonna go across.
Is Cal still scrying?
long does
She
scrying
probably ended scrying for a while back, yes.
Okay.
No air would be no sound waves.
Yeah.
All right.
If
well,
you...
The thing is, Riven doesn't know shit about how this bag works.
okay.
I know.
Well, all right.
So-
Well, anyway, I think at this point,
Now let's go home.
yes. While I am drawing up the circle, Oak, if you would be so kind as to notify my mother that we are about to appear in the library, and we have, a couple of guests with us who weren't with us when we left. Also, we need to make sure that Hollis is small enough to not obliterate the interior of my mother's library. Someone please get on that.
Question.
Ah.
How many people can go through the teleport?
I think as many as can get in within 6 seconds. Let me double check. Teleportation circle. Any creature that enters the portal instantly appears within 5 feet of the destination circle or in the nearest unoccupied space if that space is occupied. It doesn't seem to be listing a maximum number. Just how many people can you get into that 10-foot circle in 6 seconds?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Much like transport via plants, it doesn't have a hard upper limit on the amount of people.
It's just a time limit.
Yep. So, all right. Oak will cast Sending, and he will contact Alessandra to inform her that you guys are going to be making your way to the teleportation circle, and that you're going to be coming with a few extra friends.
Yep, we've got Yang, we've got Cal, we've got Sigrid. Am I missing anyone?
I don't think so.
All right.
Nope.
And then, do druids get enlarge, reduce?
Probably.
I was just looking at druid spells this today. Do.
I mean, they shapeshift, so it would kind of make sense.
It's a 2nd level spell, right?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm not
No.
saying it. I'm not saying enlarge reduce.
I think it's a wizard thing.
Sorcerers can do it. I know that much.
And we just need
Double checking. Sorcerer or wizard? So,
Well,
you don't have a person in the party
Well,
that can
we-
do it right now.
well, we know that that Hollis can at least fit in the teleportation room, so we can just shrink him down afterward.
You, in theoretically, you could, if you want Hollis to be able to go out the door easily, being in the library is not bad. Getting out's the hard part.
Yeah, and,
So-
and my mom's a wizard. We've done this before.
Yep.
She can just reduce. So, all right,
Yep.
drawing
Let's
up,
just pile through.
drawing up the circle.
Hollis will
And
be
then-
last since it's so he's so big.
Yep.
And so you will
Prior.
make up the circle.
Yep.
And how does, when cast by lock, how does teleportation circle go off?
Well, I draw it out, and then once I'm satisfied that all the runes are correct, I'll hold up the last little nub of the chalk, squeeze it between my my index finger and my thumb until it shatters. The white chalk lines on the ground will suddenly turn black, inky, bubble up, swirl up into this little archway that will then just become this swirling blacky abyss that you can just jump through.
And
Because everything has to be ink and murky swamp water with me.
yes. And
All right, only 6 seconds. Everyone in. Go, go, go.
Yeet.
meow, in you go. Although, Bjorn, you specifically, you will hear from Sigrid as she jumps inside. I like this boy.
I am 17 and I can do this shit.
It's the Sigrid's motif for her magic is similar to yours.
Oh, just gothic as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
So she will. Everyone will appear inside, sort of stumble in, and then we have everyone back in Yukiegi. Yay!
Yay!
Wahoo!
Woohoo!
Locke will arrive with everyone, and his mother will be there, and she will smile, she will hug. And is there anything that Locke would like to say to his mother now that he is home?
He's after he pulls away from the hug. He's just going to make direct eye contact and say, "Everything about that trip sucked."
And
I thought
that
that
will
was
be our ending for this session. Hooray!
Woo.
Everyone's back home, yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
I hardly feel like I left.
We didn't really change all
mean-
that much, did we?
No.
But having arrived back home and having finished the little mini arc of rescuing a Yang, we will do a character level. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Woo!
Yeah.
Power.
All right. Sorcerer level up. Here we go. I am taking a level in Sorcerer.
This has been Shadows. Can be David, since he hasn't been here to do it in a bazillion years. And then join us next time can be Sam.
This has been Shadows of Gradiriel.
What's next?
That is a good question. That is
Violence.
Probably.